All right, welcome back into Setting the Edge. We are back as always, right on time, as always, also only 13 minutes late, and I take sole responsibility for that. That is all my fault. We are here with my normal cast of co-hosts, except for one. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm just going to go out here and say it. I think I could speak on behalf of all of us, including the audience, including all of our fans all across the world. Andy's ducking us because his shit is falling apart. The mountaintop that Andy was on top of for this entire season with his great, let's even go back through this. Let's just start the show this way. Andy, 3-2, 4-1, 2-3. Oh, he's human. 2-3 again. Oh, 5-0, 5-0, 4-1,
twice.
3-2. Oh. You know what happens when the double-digit weeks happen? That's when the boys go to sleep and the men come out. You know what's been happening? 2-3, 2-3. And if you look over here on the left side, you'll notice Andy's little lead, actually his big lead, 33-17, which is very respectable, right? 66%. That's awesome. Right behind him. Hopefully he adjusted that mirror because we've been warning him. Ray's right behind him, 32-17-1. I wish we didn't have that push because I can tell you that Ray would have won that one. I guarantee it. Just behind him, Major Passings, 27-22-1, which is also very good. And me and Tony are the two guys in
holding it down.
But damn it, we are. I had a 1-4 week, not a good week. Tony was 2-3, Major was 2-3, Ray 5-0 to close that gap.
Great.
Very impressive. And Andy was also 2-3. So, as we always do, we got to make sure we tell you about the competition. Then we'll get everybody rolling with this stuff. Competition is on Bettor Edge. It is a social betting marketplace. It's where we go to make our bets. It is. Is my audio still working?
Yeah, you're going. Yep, you're good.
Okay. I don't know if anybody else saw that pop up. Where I go to place my bets is Bettor Edge. Social betting marketplace. You can go to the social markets. You're betting against other people. You're not paying the vig. It is a great place to shop lines and get the best price. Second thing is our competition. It's $5 to join. This week it is winner takes all. So we're kind of reverting back to Ray. I apologize for that because you would have took it all down last week. Anyways, he still got some money because it was a podium event last week. This week it's winner take all. $5 to join. 5 games against the spread. Winner takes all. All you have to do is go through, pick the lines based on these lines that are posted. They do not change. They are frozen in there. So even if something happens, something crazy happens, the weather on Thursday night is terrible. If someone's quarterback gets knocked out, the line doesn't change. Major Passings in the crowd. I don't know who that is. I don't know if that's AI generated. What is that? Is that a glamour shot picture? He says, quick question. Are you trying to lose? I will not comment on that. I don't know. I am the Terry Rozier of sports gambling so far in this competition.
Oh, dear Lord.
I'm just dribbling down my leg because I am a terrible gambler. That is our competition. So we will jump right in, and I will let Ray have the honors because of his 5-0 week, and this is the week that he is going to take over the top of the mountain. Ray, what is your Bet the House special?
Glass shatters. By God, that's Ravens music. No, I'm playing with you guys. Man, let's just get it over with. Off rip. Y'all see how bad the Cowboys are? Because I see how bad the Cowboys are. That's some pitiful nonsense going on. I feel bad. No, I don't. Because I always, every year, we them boys, them jorts, that same low
Hey,
cut.
Micah Parsons says they got a damn good team. That's what he said.
Micah Parsons needs to go shut up and pie. That's what he needs to do, okay? Shut up and pie. So, look, Commanders, did they win? I don't even care what they did. It matters not to me what they did. It matters who they're playing this week. And this week, they're playing Cooper Rush and company. I like Rico Dowdle. Rico Dowdle is on my fantasy team. If you want an anytime touchdown score with some plus money, take Rico Dowdle because you're probably going to get himself one. But for the rest of that team, they are garbage. They are terrible. And Dak's not there, so it is boy, the ship sank. They are like plunging to the bottom of the ocean right now. So, Commanders, -10. The house special, because Andy's not there. Shout out to him.
Can they make unders that would entice you boys on Cooper Rush? Is there a number that you're like, oof, not low enough?
He won, and I'd still be like,
Tony, are you on this game?
No.
I'm on this game.
No.
I had to make sure that I was looking at what I was trying to remember what I didn't write these down yet. I'm on Washington -10 also. Cowboys suck. I just think the Cowboys, like, they can't even keep their quarterback upright. Like the Washington defense is not good, but they'll get after that quarterback, Cooper Rush. He's bound to throw some interceptions. He threw a pick six or a fumble six or whatever the hell it was for the Texans defense. He had another one right after that, hit a guy in the chest. Like, it is bad football. Put Trey Lance in there. Don't care. It's still going to be Commanders -10. Blowout city in this game. Tony, give your first bet the house.
I hate this pick, boys. My bet the house special is my least favorite pick that I've made this year. I'm not happy about it. I don't endorse it. I don't like it. I don't think that anybody should follow me down this road. But if I'm committed to one thing and one thing only. Two things. My wife and the bit. I'm committed to the bit. I'm committed to the bit. And what happens when a quarterback changes in the NFL? A dead cat bounce, baby. Give me Tommy DeVito and them Giants at 4.5. Give it to me, my Italian brother.
Wow. 4.5. Interesting. Tommy Cutler.
Isn't that a wild line?
Ray's not even processing the sports pick. He's still talking. We're talking about his wife.
Terrible.
Talking about his wife on the gambling show, man. What is going on here?
I'm tired of Tony already.
All right, Ray, you on this game?
Absolutely not. Go away.
Hey, listen.
Stupidest pick I've made all year, but I'm committed.
Wait, that's what I thought about the wife, because me and you, we can stick together on this one. Wife's absolutely not. Listen. Props to Tony, though. I love it that he's found love. But since you're not on this game, I'm not on this game. Ray, give your second pick. We'll just transition that way.
All right, wonderful.
It's a Major. Major's married too, I think.
All right, so I also have commitments. No wife, no son, no children. But I do have a commitment to the Detroit Lions and what they are doing to football teams across the nation. It is ruthless.
Yes.
It is mean. It is hateful.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter if Jared Goff throw 5 picks, they still gonna win football games. And the Colts do this thing called not play defense at all. Nothing. The Jets are just bad enough that like the Colts can get by and be like, okay, cool, fine. Anthony Richardson, you finna find out. You might want to tap your helmet and ask to get off the field, let Joe Flacco back on. Because 7.5 is not enough.
Go for my fantasy team, please.
Josh Downs is not safe. I have him. Tony, we are not okay anymore, okay? I know you at the bottom of your league. I'm at the bottom of my league.
Hey, just work my way out the bottom, huh?
Hey, look, they said I had a 4% chance. I said they let me get one. Don't let me get another. But no, give me the Lions -7.5. I think that is still my NFC pick to go to the Super Bowl. They're playing amazing football. They got Jameson Williams back. They're able to just run the ball with ease. Like it's an easy road for these guys to the playoffs. Like, just handle business the rest of the way through. But that 7.5 for the Colts, good luck, guys.
2 for 2. I'm with Ray. Detroit Lions, they're nasty.
Come on, Sean, make some ground up, baby.
Listen. Last week I laddered the Lions against that stinky ass Jaguars team. I had them like -38.5, -35.5, -20, whatever it was. It was just team totals over. They're just killing people. And the Colts are not a good football team. Last week I faded Anthony Richardson. This week I get to fade Anthony Richardson again with the best team in football, Detroit Lions, -7.5. Book it. Tony, are you on this game?
I really wanted to be. And when I look at the 7.5, because there's a couple of them, it's just those hate 7.5.
Yeah.
I just couldn't take a chance. There's another team that likes to beat up on really shitty teams that hasn't been riding a high. So Detroit scares me just a little bit. The Texans, not so much. They don't scare me too much. And they love thumping bad teams. They just love running up the score on them. And now that the Titans can't even run the goddamn ball, Pollard had 4 rushes. He touched the ball 4 times. And Spears touched the ball twice. It's ridiculous, man. That Tennessee Titans team, I think there's a lot of contenders for it, but being so close to them, I literally think they're the worst team in football. 7.5 is the line Houston to cover. So if I had to pick one, that's my one.
Okay. Ray, are you on that game?
You already know. You come on, brother, man. We talk about this once a week.
Fade the Mayo.
Fade the Mayo. God damn it, fade the Mayo. That's right. We might make a hashtag out of that one. But seriously, Tony said it best. They can't even run the ball now.
Easiest operation in football. They can't even do it.
Just lose, okay? I get it. It's over with. Go get you some really good linemen in the draft. Go try and fire Levis off into the sun. Whatever, I don't care. Go get you a running back from Appalachian State that has 6,000 all-purpose yards for 4 years of his career, and just try and reset this shit. But it is not going to work. It is not going to work. It is not going to work. I am with Tony on this. I will be fading these people to the end of time, at least for the rest of this season, because that is the end of their time. Texans, -7.5 as well. Give it to me. Come on, Tony. Let's make some money.
I'm unfortunately not going 3 for 3 with Ray on this one. I'm not opposite, though. I am not taking the Titans.
I'm finna look at you real sideways,
yeah,
sir.
we would have some questions.
But I'm going to go with the Chiefs -11. They lost their first game of the season last week. Great game against Buffalo Bills. The Carolina Panthers are not the Buffalo Bills. Carolina Panthers are at home. Nobody cares. The Carolina Panthers are the Carolina Panthers. And until they show me anything, I will continue to fade them. 11 points is not enough. Chiefs will get off on them. They'll get up early. They'll sit on the ball. It'll be a low-scoring second half, so I think they blow them out early, and then they just coast in to a smooth finish to cover. So Chiefs -11. Anybody on that game?
It just feels too easy. I don't even think
it's too easy.
I don't even think it's a spider trap. It just you ever looked at something and been like, "No, I want a challenge." Because also at the same time too, the Chiefs are fixing to get Pacheco back. All kinds of nonsense fix that. The Panthers got Thielen back. I think they're finally going to get Jonathan Brooks. Whatever, it's fine. Something about it just it's too easy. I'm over here.
I'm there. I'm on it. I think Panthers +11. I do. Seriously. I think it's too many points for them. I don't trust the Chiefs to blow up the score so far that the Panthers can't cover it back in garbage time. And they're a team that can put up 20 and 28 before they have Thielen coming back. If they were a team that consistently gave me 10 points every week, but they don't. They give me 20. They give me 28. And I'm about to be dead last in this competition. So something's got to give.
Well, we're finna see lead changes all throughout.
Can be interesting. All right. Let's see. I've given 3. Everybody's given 3. So let's go back to Ray for his 4th.
All right. So I'm literally scratching it off and writing it. I've done it 3 times already, but I think I'm just gonna go ahead and ride with it. I really like the Cardinals. I don't think that the 49ers are the team they are every couple years. No, not every. For the past 3 or 4 years, the 49ers do this thing where they'll get hurt early in the season. They'll play really shitty, and then they'll get healthy, and then they'll do that thing and they make the playoffs. I don't think this happened this year. And I think you saw that with the Cardinals. They won? Yeah, they won last week. Yeah. Cardinals or the Seahawks won last week. I don't think that the Seahawks are that good of a team either. And watching the Cardinals just kind of meander through this and start really kind of figuring it out. They're playing good defense. James Conner, another anytime touchdown scorer that's probably going to be my whatever, but still put it in your parlay. I think they're the better team. I think they have a better quarterback. Yeah, I think it'll be. I think that'll be a high scoring game. But just I think the Cardinals are the better team. I don't care if it's at home. I don't care if it's away. I think the Cardinals can just get this done. I understand the 1 because it's a divisional game, all that nonsense. But Cardinals +1, I'll take that.
Tony, anything on this game?
No, it's gonna be a great matchup though.
Yeah, it is a good game. Tony, why don't you give your fourth?
Yeah, so we're gonna go with who I think might be one of the best worst AFC teams in football right now, and it's some pecking order between sadly Dolphins fans and probably this team right here. But we're gonna go for. I'm taking Denver.
I knew it.
Denver
Yes.
4.5 over Las Vegas. I actually think they're pretty solid. Like they find ways to move the ball consistently. They just have a tough time with the red zone. They have a tough time holding other teams out of the red zone. But there's enough there to make me like them for 4.5 over Las Vegas, where I think they probably can win this game touchdown. On the road doesn't really matter. It's the only thing limiting this to not being -6.5, not -7. Is they're on the road. But I don't think it matters. The Raiders still get a lot of love in their home arena, and I don't know if it's as deserved as it used to be. So we'll take that line. And I do think they're going to be the last AFC team to get in.
I don't have this game, but I agree with you about Denver. Denver's going to be a team that, like, wild card weekend, everyone's like, oh, I'm going to bet against Denver, whatever they are,
Yeah.
+7. They're going to be like a -7.5 favorite. Everybody's going to think that they're terrible. They're not good, blah, 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 Bo Nix. And they're going to go out there and cover. They're going to win a game. Like, they're going to be that sneaky team. I do.
Both have some life to him. He looks good, too.
Yeah, they're solid. I'm not on this game. Ray, are you on this game?
Yep, I am. I actually saw. It's funny enough too. Sean Payton, I hate him. I really do. He left my team in shambles. It's gonna take us another year or two to like actually really get into a place where like I can feel comfortable with everything going on. He looked at the cap space and he said, "You can go F yourself." But there's one thing about that Percocet popping up that I will always appreciate.
Allegedly.
All right. So anyway, that man does not care for anybody in the AFC South. He spent years over here. I'm sorry, NFC South. Not a single damn one of them. He beat us by double digits thoroughly. He beat the Panthers by double digits thoroughly. And then he walked in and he curb stomped the Falcons. Because that is a leftover residual hate. And the Perks not going to get rid of it. That is a young team. That is a decent team. And that Raiders team is ass. Sorry, David. Really, I'm sorry. But with all that being said, the Broncos are going to get this done. Like, I actually think I'm with Tony. They'll be the last team to get in. It'll piss me off because I hate Sean and I don't want to see him succeed. But like also at the same time, like if I'm gonna win some money and Sean gonna do it for me, then I tell you what, we can find like some middle neutral ground and I won't hate you as much. I still hate your wife though. Fuck you, Skylar.
Just to clarify, he's talking about Sean Payton is who he hates and Sean Payton's wife, not me or my wife, because I don't have a wife and I don't think Ray hates me. So
wait, you don't? I who was that bitch we were talking about yesterday? No, I'm playing.
All right, we're closing the shop up. No, let's go. Sunday Night Football. Speaking of Philadelphia drama, I'm going to go with the Eagles -3. Listen. The Rams are not bad. That whole division is weak. Like they're all capable at any game. It's very competitive. But I'm gonna roll with the Eagles here. I think that second half. God damn it, Major is pissing me off. I was about to agree with Bray because I thought he was. I think the Eagles are starting to come together a little bit here. I don't necessarily believe them to be better. I don't think they can compete with the Lions, but I think with the health on offense again. If Jalen can play well, the defense is starting to come together. Is that mirage maybe of the Vic Fangio shit going on? I don't know, but like shit in comparison to the Sixers, they look like the 72-10 Bulls. So I'm going to go Eagles -3 here, but I don't feel great about it going cross country. But I think there'll be a lot of Eagles fans there in LA. Definitely. So they'll give them a little bit of a nice, warm, homish type of atmosphere. So just something to keep in mind there.
Sean is about to be blown up.
I know. I'm going to mute my mic. Go ahead and give your fifth pick, Tony.
Let's keep it in LA, man. This is bold. I'm really trying to come back, boys. It ain't going to work, but I'm trying. Is there a game where this where I think 2.5 point swings this matchup at all. No, I don't. Both of these teams are going to be flying down the field. The Chargers are really starting to put together their offense. Herbert's really starting to click with what they want to execute from a schematic standpoint, and they're doing it with ease against some pretty good defenses in the last 3 weeks. I think legitimately Los Angeles can come out of this game winning. I think it's way more likely that the Ravens on a bounce back week can take care of business and handle it. But if you're giving me 2.5 points to a team that I think can straight up just win the matchup, I'm going to take it. So I'm going to take the Los Angeles Chargers here to continue the Ravens slide. I don't want to bet against Baltimore because I want the feel-good story of Baltimore actually getting to a Super Bowl. Like, I would want to see that. But they just continue to show me who they are when the moments matter sometimes the most. And I'm going to listen to them until they prove me otherwise. So give me Los Angeles, who I think is starting to get hot at the right time. And I'm going to have to fade one of my favorite teams to watch this year, Baltimore.
Give me Quentin Johnson to score a touchdown in this game, too.
It's a good pick. Look, I love that this is a Monday Night Football game. In comparison to the last night's game, this is exponentially better. Two very good teams, two AFC contenders. Like Tony said, Chargers are playing very, very well. Ravens are on a little bit of a slide. I think the Ravens are still good. They're kind of in a weird state. Like they're not achieving at where they should be. They have weirds like the Deontay Johnson thing. He didn't even catch a ball last week, I don't believe. Like he's doing nothing. It's kind of like they're like coasting in the middle where like they know that right now their goal has to be like Super Bowl. They have to get there. This is the year. And it's almost like if they're bored, but they shouldn't be bored with the regular season. They haven't achieved enough to do that. I'm on the Ravens. So I'm on the opposite side of this. I think if I were to get 3 or 3.5, I would go Chargers. And I don't necessarily love this is literally my fifth pick. Like I think this is a very competitive game. It could go either way, but I went with it because I think the Ravens are a very good team and I like the number 2.5. I don't feel confident about it though. Like again, this would be my fifth pick, and I picked these very, very late in the ball game. So that's my fifth. Everybody got their 5. I do have Major's pick just so we can get these out on the record. Major is going with the Broncos -4.5, so that's shared with a lot of people. He's going with the Rams +3, and that's one that Tony had that, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, you had the Chargers.
Yeah.
We have. Oh, I had the opposite side. I love that. I love being opposite of Major. I had the Eagles -3. He has the Rams +3. He has the Lions -7.5. A couple of us had that.
Is that all of us now? Was that the?
I wasn't on the Lions.
Okay.
I took the Texans instead. I would only take 7.5.
So 3 of us have the Detroit Lions -7.5. He's on Tampa -4.5. That's one that none of us had. Tampa plays against the
Giants. That's the one Tony has because the quarterback swap.
Yeah, you do have that. My bad. Oh. No, you do have you have the Giants.
And that's good because me and Major are actually competing.
And his last one is the Baltimore with me -2.5 on the Monday Night Football game. So make sure you check out. We'll get Andy to make sure he puts his picks in there. His slide is basically going to continue. We know that next week when we are here together right before Thanksgiving to celebrate, we will have a nice feast for Ray, who will be the new king of the Edge. It's going to be amazing. I can't wait. I've been 12 weeks of having to listen to Andy talk about how good he is. It's just been killing me. So I'm glad he's not here tonight. I hope he feels better about his sickness, but I hope that he has continued bad success in his bets. Thank you guys for checking us out. Thank you, Tony. Thank you, Ray. Thank you, Major, for being in the comments. Andy, as always, Bettor Edge. Use the code 5RSN. Get yourself $20 from 5 Reasons Sports when you sign up, and we will see you next week. Good luck. Join the competition, and have a good night.